What's up, traders? So usually we're looking at trading setups and other ways to make money from the market. But today I need to talk about the single most profitable move I made in 2025. All right, you see the wins from this channel. You see all the members constantly using the market as their personal money printer. But what you don't see is the engine behind it. So today we're talking about the 10% that protects the other 90%. And that brings me to Malachi 3:10. And this verse says, "Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it." Now, I want to break down this verse very similar to how I would do a stock and their fundamentals and their technicals. So let's see. First off, it says, bring the whole tithe. All right, a tithe is 10%. And so it says, bring the whole tithe, the whole 10%. All right, so not $20 here, $30 there, or maybe just 5%. It says, bring the whole tithe. And the second part of this verse I want to point out is he says, test me in this. Now, there's no question mark behind that. So he's not asking you a question saying, hey, can you test me? No, he's saying, test me in this. And thirdly, he says, pour out so much blessing that there won't be room enough to store it. Now, I'm mainly an options trader. And so when we're trading contracts, there is always risk. But this is the only contract that comes with a full guarantee. Now, I want to be fully open and transparent. It was not until 2025 that I decided that I was going to be 100% obedient. All right. It was not until January of 2025 that I actually started giving a tenth of everything that I earned. Prior to that in church, I would give, $20 here, maybe $30 there, but it was never a tenth of what I've earned. But I came into this year deciding, hey, I don't care if I make $10 billion. I'm going to give 10% back because that's what the word says to do. And from there, I already know God is going to show out because that's exactly what the word says. And I'm going to discuss and show you guys how my 2025 went compared to 2024. But I really wanted to make this video for anybody out there that needed to hear this, who's kind of stuck in a place of should or should they not tithe. And I just want to show you the power that comes with just being obedient. And I'm not saying you should give solely for the reason of getting something back. I'm saying you should do that specifically because that's what the word says to do. However, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. And he says that he will throw open the floodgates of heaven. Can you imagine what a floodgate of heaven looks like? But throw out the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it. Now imagine this. Imagine the creator of the universe telling you, not asking you, telling you to test his powers, for your good. All right, for your good. And you sitting back and going, I don't know, that's kind of risky, Lord. You want me to give you $10 out of every 100 that I make? Ooh, I don't know, Lord. Like looking back, that sounds crazy. Because he gave it all to you anyway. Every single penny that you have, everything that you possess is all his, and he's the one who gave it to you anyway. So it's just like you giving him back 10% of what he already gave you. And when you think of it in layman's terms, if I, Rashad, were to give you $100 just because, and then I went in my pockets like, oh, you know what? I don't have any other cash on me. Could I get 10 of that back, but you can keep the other 90? Well, how crazy would it sound if you went, nah, I'm not giving you back 10 of the $100 that you just gave me, right? That sounds crazy when you think of it. And when you fully understand that God is the reason that you have 100% of what you have, then tithing becomes so much easier because you don't look at it as you losing something. You just look at it as you giving something back that you didn't deserve in the first place. Now, this is the first thing I want to show you guys. This is one of my businesses. So if you're familiar with the channel, I've owned multiple businesses for over a decade now. Now, remember back to the verse where it says, bring the whole tithe, test me in this, and I will open up the floodgates of heaven so much so there will not be room enough to receive. Now, you can clearly see here, this is going from January 1st of 2025 to Christmas Eve. I'm actually recording this video on Christmas Eve, which is very fitting, seeing as what the topic is. But if we look at this entire year to date, we can see that this specific business, and this is from my Stripe account, is up 10,677%. I don't know. I don't know. Like, if this isn't proof enough by itself, then I don't know what will be. Because the doubters may say, hey, well, you just became a better businessman, or your business just elevated. Well, that's great. And I absolutely like to get better and better every single day. And that's what I strive for. But did I become a 10,677% better businessman over the course of 1 year? Like, come on, you got to make it make sense. There's no way that one person can become that much better at really anything in the span of 1 year. And so if all of this didn't come from me, then how else do you explain it? Because these numbers are insane. So going back to the verse, open up the floodgates of heaven so much so that there will not be room enough to store it. Listen, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I made so much money in 2025 that beyond my typical tax strategies in order to save on my tax bill, I had to go purchase more properties. I literally just closed on a vacation beach home just 2 weeks ago. And I'm not saying that to brag at all, because honestly, I couldn't care less about real estate. The only reason I buy real estate is because of the tax savings, and that is it. But he poured out so much that there was not room enough to store it. So I had to go put money in different places just to not get a crazy 6-figure tax bill. And listen, I would consider myself a successful businessman before this. However, this type of growth is just crazy. And now secondly, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my returns just over the last month. And so we can see over the last month, my account has done 27%. All right. And that is from November 23rd to December 23rd. Like I said, I am recording this video on December 24th, Christmas Eve. And so my account has gone up 27%, while the S&P 500 has done 4.76%. Now, some things I want to point out. Now, you may go, oh, yeah, I know somebody who's done that before. And absolutely, the thing that I want to point out here is the larger your account is, the harder it is to get a higher rate of return. All right. So when it comes to getting a high rate of return, then people with smaller accounts typically have a much larger advantage. While when it comes to actual dollar amounts, then people with larger accounts typically have an advantage. All right. But my rate of return for this month was 27.72%. And so that is huge considering that I have a pretty sizable account. All right. We're not talking about a $5,000 account, $10,000 account, or even a $100,000 account. We're talking about a pretty decent sized account. And so this 27% in a single month is actually insane. And if we look at what the GOAT had to say, we can see that Warren Buffett said that he is certain he could earn a whopping 50% per year if he had a much smaller account. Now, historically, Warren Buffett has done about 19% per year on average since he started. But he's saying, hey, if I had a smaller account, and in this case, he stated 1 million, obviously we know that he has several hundreds of billions of dollars that he manages through Berkshire Hathaway. But he's saying, hey, if my account was so much smaller, then I would do 50% per year plus compared to the 19% per year that I'm doing now. All right. And so that brings me back to what I just showed you, that we did 27% in the last 30 days. Now, again, going back to the verse, he said, bring the whole tithe. I was obedient. He said, test me in this. I did. He said, I'll open up the floodgates of heaven so much so that there will not be room enough to store it. I just take the word for what the word is. I'm very much a black and white guy. I'm very much a numbers guy. 2 + 2 = 4. And I know that the word says what the word says, and he is not a man that he should lie. So all I did was I was obedient, and he opened up the floodgates so much so that there would not be room enough to store it. All right. And I'm not the only one. I have people in my community who literally just started trading this year who are now doing over 6 figures a month. Now, while that is not typical, and that's not the story for everybody, it is what it is. All right. I have members in the community who said that they had not been profitable as a trader prior to this year. They joined the community earlier this year, and now they've done over 6 figures a month. And I mean, it all makes sense. If I'm being obedient with my 10%, and so he's making that 90% grow even more, and then I'm sharing my trades, well, there's going to be other people where those blessings rub off on. But what I'll say to you is this: if you're not where you want to be, if you're disappointed with your results, if 2025 did not live up to what you had hoped it would be, then why not try something new? You know, why would you go and do the exact same things over and over and over again and expect a different result? Because when you think about it, even if we look at this as a risk to reward ratio, let's think about it for a second. The worst thing that could happen in this situation is that you give 10% of whatever you earn to the organization that you believe in your heart of hearts will do good things with the money. All right, that's the worst case scenario. Oh, and then on top of that, the US government will give you a tax deduction based on the money that you gave. And so really, you don't end up losing all 10% anyway, because you get some of that back when it comes tax time. All right, but that is the worst case scenario. You give 10 cents out of every dollar to some organization that you picked and with your heart of hearts believe that they will do good things with the money. And that's your worst case scenario. However, your best case scenario is that God does exactly what he said he would do, and he opens up the floodgates of heaven and pours out so much blessing that you will not have room enough to store it. And if we're talking in stock market terms, that sounds like an amazing risk to reward ratio to me. And so if things have not been going the way that you want them to go, especially with your finances, why not try something new? Okay. And that is Malachi 3:10. That's my favorite verse. But then the word goes on Malachi 3:11, and it says, "And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field." And you could think of this as protection from unexpected expenses. You know, your car breaking down, medical bills. He is saying that he will provide the protection for those things. And if those things do happen, he said in Malachi 3:10 that he will pour out all you need plus more to handle that situation. And so that is another reason to test him in the way that he told you to test him. But ladies and gentlemen, I really just wanted to make this video because I know that somebody out there needed to hear this. I know that there is somebody who is on the fence on whether they should tithe or not. And this video may be the word that they needed to hear in order to push them to do the right thing. And so for whoever needed to hear that, this video is for you. And I don't care anything about the noise elsewhere. Listen, from what I've learned is that when you openly love on God, then we'll say, I'll call them the other team, they come for you. So more than likely in the comments of this video, you'll see a lot of backlash. Listen, I get hate email just because I love on God. I could care less. I promise you, I could care less. For whoever needed to hear this word was for you. This was not by chance. This was not by accident. This was not by mistake. You needed to hear this. And I purposely waited till the end of this year to record this video because I want this to be one of the first videos that you see going into the new year or one of the last videos that you see exiting 2025. Because you have an ample opportunity to make 2026 your best year yet. However, all you need to do is be disciplined and test him. Test him, test him, test him, test him. Trust me, he will not let you down. And so I encourage you, hey, if you are struggling financially, then I know it seems crazy to give. But I challenge you, try this. Try this for 2026 and see what changes happen in your life. So I love you guys. Down in the comments below, type tested if you've already tested God in this. And if you're going to start now, type I'm in. And we'll be back to all of the money-making stock market videos after this. But I needed whoever needed to hear this so that your 2026 will be amazing. But that's it for this video, guys. I love you. Stay blessed. Peace.